If I only had less than $1,000 to trade with, or even less than $2,000 to trade with, this is what I would do immediately. And these are the things that I would tell my younger self to do. Or these are the things that I will remind myself before I start. First thing I would tell myself, I would say, listen, trading isn't a side hobby, okay? It's not something that you do on the side. It's not a side hustle. Trading isn't a game, okay? If you're not going to put 110% in, do not start at all. Do not start. Trust me, it's a waste of time. Do not start trading, because I can tell a lot of people think trading is something that they can, catch on quick, because I hear it when people ask me, hey, what do you do for a living? I tell them, I trade whatever. Oh, can you teach me? And it's like, bro, it's going to take a long time. You think me teaching you for an hour or, 1 day is good enough? No, it's not a game. So I would tell myself, listen, it's not a game. If you're going to do this, go 110% in, or don't do it at all. The next thing I would tell myself is trading isn't pretty. Get used to it. It's not pretty, guys. Some weeks might be really good. Some weeks might be slow, or you might have down weeks. A lot of ups and downs in the beginning. You might be, sad, lonely. You have no one to talk to. So you have to understand, trading isn't pretty, especially in the beginning. But I'm here to tell you, life is not pretty, guys. Life is not fair. It's not. But you still have to continue to go. Just because it's not fair or just because it's not pretty, it doesn't mean you stop. It just means that, okay, you figure out what's really going on. Like, am I doing something wrong? And then you go from there. Because I'm telling you right now, Murphy's Law is real. Murphy's Law states that anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And I'm telling you right now, it will go wrong when it comes to trading, guys. It's a 100% guarantee. So whatever you're thinking right now, trust me, it might even take you longer. So you're going to make a lot of mistakes. You might blow up some accounts, right? So it is what it is. Now, I would tell myself, hey, this $1,000 I'm starting with, I might blow it. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. So it's a 100% guarantee. Most likely, I'm going to blow this $1,000. But doesn't mean that you're going to quit. It just means that, hey, it is what it is. Let me see what's going on, and let me just re-up some more money to put it back in the market. But I'm telling you right now, I would tell myself, it's a possibility, I'm going to lose this $1,000. Now, the next thing I would tell myself is focus on self-improvement and strategy at the same time in the beginning, okay? A lot of people will tell you, trading psychology is worthless in the beginning and you don't need it. I would tell you that trading psychology is very important. And what people don't realize is trading psychology is not just when you're pressing the buy button and sell button. It's actually much deeper than that, okay? So if you have anger issues, do you think your anger issues will show up in your trading? And the answer is yes, okay? So that has nothing to do with trading. Your anger has nothing to do with trading. But when you start trading, you're going to start to see, oh man, I really have to get this under control. So this is what I mean by you have to focus on psychology and trading strategy in the beginning, both at the same time, because if you don't, it's going to be very hard to see some type of improvement. So focus on self-development and strategy. Now, the next thing I would tell myself is, listen, trade one strategy and do not switch at all, okay? Because if you switch, you're going to basically start from zero again. So we don't want to just keep on switching strategies just because you're not doing good in the market. Because every time you switch the strategy, you're basically starting from zero. So we want to stick to one strategy and just master that strategy. So I would tell myself, listen, stick to one strategy, master that strategy, do not switch at all. Only focus on that system. You have to tweak the strategy, then test it out again, then tweak it some more, test it out again, add, subtract. That's how you make a good system, because you can't just keep on switching trading strategies. It's not going to work out that way. So stick to one strategy. Do not switch. Just add and subtract, meaning tweak your strategy until it works the way you want it to work. Now, when it comes to strategies, I would just tell myself, listen, just keep it as simple as possible. Focus on simple levels like support and resistance, supply and demand, okay? Those are levels that I look at every single day. Support and resistance has been working since the beginning. So I'd rather focus on that. I don't want any new, strategy or anything like that. Now, if you look at these, levels people use nowadays, honestly, a lot of these levels line up with support and resistance, plain and simple, okay? So I would just go to the source, which is support and resistance, supply and demand, and I would stick to that. Now, Also, when you're creating a strategy, please understand the direction on the market, because if you don't, it's going to be very hard for you to actually build a good system and see good results. So a good example is, let me show you. All right, guys, so right here, we're looking at NASDAQ, right? NASDAQ, I traded 5-minute chart. So right here, the market is going up, right? And all of a sudden, you're looking at this and you're saying, okay, the market is bullish, right? Now, this is where, right here, this is where the market opened, right? So me, when I first started out, I would look at this and I would say, oh my gosh, I gotta go long, right? It's above the moving average, it's above everything. We're making higher highs, I have to go long, okay? But you have to understand the conditions of the market. This is not a long. Why? Because if you zoom out, look to the left, what do we see? First of all, we have resistance right here, okay? And also we have resistance right here. So you don't want to just buy just because you see the market going up. Do we have anything to the left? Okay, so this is what I mean by understanding direction, understanding market structure, understanding what the market is doing first before you even take a trade. So when you build your strategy, please look at this, because this is going to help you create a great strategy that you can actually use and make profits from. So this is a good example today. I saw this and I actually went short right here, and actually made a quick 6,000 on this one. Here's a quick, video right here. Me getting out the trade, and you look to the left, I'm up pretty much $6,190 something dollars, right? So that was that trade. And it was all based on this understanding the structure. The next thing I would tell myself, okay, I have less than $1,000 or less than $2,000 to trade with. I would tell myself, do not go for home runs every single trade, because it's very tempting to do that when you have a small account, because you think that if you make $50, that's not good enough, or if you make, $30 or even, $80, whatever, or even $100, you might feel that that's not enough, okay? You want to make more because you have a small account. You probably want to grow that account fast, so you're trying to say, oh man, I want to go for home runs, because if I can make, $500 today, man, that would be a lot of money. But you don't want to do that, okay? The best thing is to just grind it out, guys. Little by little, every single week, every single day, little by little. And eventually you will get to the point where you are, risking or making the amount that you want to make. But when you first start off, do not go for home runs. So I would tell myself, listen, do not go for home runs. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time, because every time I would try to go for a home run, guess what? The market would come back, either stop me out for a break even or just stop me out, period. So I wouldn't do that. Now, next thing I would tell myself, man, listen, nobody is coming to save you. Do not look for anybody to hold your hand and save you. It's not going to happen, okay? And I could tell that a lot of people want me to hold their hand and save them, and it's not going to happen, guys. You have to understand that trading is an individual business where you have to show up every single day. You have to do the right things. So it's based on you, you can't rely on anybody, and not just trading, guys, in life in general. Stop depending on people, okay? Nobody's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. It's just what it is. It's how life works. Yes, that's not fair, but that's life, okay? Nobody saved me, in the beginning when I was struggling. So I had to just grind it out every single day. So you have to understand, nobody is coming to save me. I would definitely tell myself that. Now, the next thing I would tell myself, this is a big one. Stop looking for daily income. Look for monthly income, because I'm telling you right now, every single day is not going to be, a great day. Or even every single week, it's not going to be a great week. But if you just do the right things from the 1st all the way to, the 30th, you can actually have a profitable month, okay? Because your first 2 weeks might be just horrible or whack or even break even, right? But your last 2 weeks might be great. And those are the weeks that's really going to make you your profit. So stop looking for daily income or weekly income. Start looking for monthly income, okay? Because you have to switch your thinking. I understand that some of you guys work a 9 to 5, so automatically think, about a weekly paycheck. And unfortunately, in trading, it's not like that. Some weeks are going to be horrible. It's going to be whack. It's going to be just, you're not going to make money, or it's going to be break even. And some weeks are going to be great. So you have to understand that, be prepared for that. So stop trying to look for that daily and weekly income. Just focus on the monthly income. Now, the last thing I would definitely tell myself, listen, if you have less than 1,000 or even 2,000 in your trading account, get good at correcting your mistakes immediately. Because if you wait too long, number one, you're gonna develop a lot of bad habits. And number two, you're gonna just lose money because you're not correcting your mistakes. So you have to get on top of your mistakes the next day. Do not wait next week, or do not wait 2 weeks from now. The next day, the very next day. All right, let's say you had FOMO today. Bet. Tomorrow, my purpose is not to make money. The purpose is to literally not FOMO at all tomorrow. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. And this is what you do every single week. You want next week to be better than last week. So every single week, you have to correct your mistakes. You have to be on point. Stop thinking about dollar signs, okay? Stop thinking about the dollar signs. Think about the process. Think about correcting your mistakes. And that alone is going to help you grow your small account. Whatever you're starting out with, it's going to help you grow your small account because you're not really focusing on the money. You're just focusing on trying to do the right things. And that's it. Discipline, guys. Discipline, right? Because at the end of the day, you are your results. Meaning that you create your own reality. It's you. You can't blame anyone else but you. Okay, so you are the reason why you broke your rules. You are the reason why you moved the stop loss. You are the reason why you lost half of your account today. It's you. Stop blaming the market. Stop blaming a video that you looked at yesterday. Stop blaming gurus. Stop blaming anything. Just blame yourself. Because once you can actually look in the mirror and say, you know what, it's my fault. Guess what? You are in control. You can't control anything else, but you can control yourself. You can say, all right, it's my fault. Let me focus on the things that I need to do in order to actually take my trading to the next level. Because at the end of the day, you only have you, right? So focus on what you can do and go from there. Make sure you correct your mistakes. This is what I would do. I'm telling you right now, if I had a small account, I would be very, very picky. Very picky, very disciplined. I'm not trying to play any games because I understand that I can't make a lot of mistakes in my small account. I can't. It's going to hurt me. It's going to damage me. It's going to, I remember me making a whole, just blowing my account, right? And then I had to just stop trading for a little bit, save up some more money, put money back in my trading account. And guess what? I will blow that money and it's just be the same cycle all the time. So guys, you have to have that self-discipline. You have to be on point. You have to be very picky. Can't make a lot of mistakes. Can't do it. So this is what I would do if I have less than $1,000 in my trading account. And I think you should do the same thing if you have, a small account too, right? So if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Thanks a lot. Talk to you guys later.